everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today I have coverage of the manufacturer series at Le Mans from this past weekend. As you can see there, I went purple, but then I was quickly surpassed in pole position by the German behind me, the Sheikh Well J, and he is going to be our main rival for this race. Anyways, going under the Donlop Bridge there. I was a lot more comfortable in the GT3 cars than the Group 1 cars around here, since I did do the 2-hour race with Team GTS. As I say that, I nearly spun out, and I'm 2 tenths down in the first sector, so I knew I needed a miracle to get pole position here, and I was in my favourite GT3 car, in a track that I knew pretty well, so I knew that I could beat 4 minutes 1 second .029. Anyways, going down the Mulsanne now. The Corvette has got pretty good straight line speed. It's pretty good compared to, say, like the Mercedes, as you shall see. Going to the first chicane here, running a little bit wide, but trying to carry as much speed as possible. Getting on the course a little bit too early. Going blue through that sector, so not quite purple yet. But I did make up the time lost in the first sector. He's coming back on the back of the Lexus here. He's going to give me a nice juicy toe down the Mulsanne, which will help me a lot. Anyways, I'm catching him at the perfect rate going into the second chicane here. All I needed for him to do now was to go through the chicane at a reasonable pace. Not as quick as I like, but it was quick enough, and he was going to help me go down the rest of the Mulsanne. As you can see, I was 1.36 seconds down. It's going to give me a nice juicy toe and move out the way. That is how you do it in qualifying. If you are having an off lap, move out of people's way. So thank you for that. Anyways, coming down to the end of the Mulsanne here, you can see just that little bit of a toe, how much of a difference it can make towards your lap time. I was 1.3 seconds down, now I've gone purple. So it was all about, qualifying was all about finding space, but just enough space so you can get someone behind someone and get a nice toe down the long straights. Anyways, heading up towards Indianapolis now. I knew if I just managed the corners well, I would be able to go pole. So a little dab of brakes, going through Indianapolis, hard on the brakes, down to second gear, throwing the car in, sliding a little bit but not too much, so nothing on the wall. There you go, 3 tenths up, looking very very good. Down to first gear here. Now it was all about this exit. Managed quite a comfortable exit, heading towards the Porsche curves now. The car ahead is too far ahead to give us a toe, but I didn't want to be close to him going to the Porsche curves. I actually wanted my own space, so this would actually work out quite well for me. Anyway, going to the Porsche curves now, yellow flags. Running a little bit wide there. That BMW is just coming back onto the racing line. You don't care. Dip down to fourth here, try and keep it tight. Still 2 tenths down. Just need to manage this little advantage to the end. Keeping it tight. Turn in here. Cut the curve just a little bit, not too much. Don't run wide. Don't get a penalty. So that's the ideal line through those curves. It's heading down to the last 2 little chicanes here. You can be quite aggressive here on the GT3 cars, a lot softer than the Group 1 cars. It's very very slow. I could have gone much quicker through there. But anyway, a hard run to the line, and I managed to grab pole. Managed to grab a 4-minute flat. I know, not great, but it would do for my class. Anyways, heading up to the race here now. Brand new livery for Team GTS in the Corvette, and it looks fantastic. I mean, come on, something that doesn't look great. Big thanks to Vodka for the new livery. I'm so excited to use it throughout the manufacturer season this year. Anyway, going through the lineup here, there was only 2 Corvettes in this race. It was nice to see that there was another Corvette. Not a lot of Toyotas, which was weird. Quite a couple of Porsches and Mercedes, and then the Citroen Stone last. Good luck to that guy for the rest of the season, as everyone knows that the Citroen is not the best. Anyways, trying to burn as much fuel as possible here right now, because we were overfueled once again. I'm not complaining, it's better than having to come in. Anyways, on the racing hard here, they will see us to the end of the race, so it was just a straight out sprint race over 4 laps. Anyways, setting out here, you can actually see when I look back here how much of a gap I actually made from the German behind. Now myself and the German in second, we would break away because of how the starting procedure happened here in Le Mans. He's going to run a little bit wide into the first curve. This is okay, now going very cautiously, just trying to make sure that I get through without sprinting, and that really allows the German behind me to catch up significantly. He chopped my time nearly in half there, so now he is within slipstream range. And my thought was he's going to definitely pass me on the Mulsanne, so just go through these curves and go as clean as possible. Just try and get onto the straight and let myself in the German, not far too much, but just to break away from the other group. I wanted to win here, obviously, the pole position, but I was willing to come second as long as I didn't go any lower than second. Anyways, going down the Mulsanne here, the German is really in the toe now. You can see on the radar how quickly he's getting on top of us. So I'm just going to let him pass here. I'm not going to pass him too much. I'm going to brake. And he's just going to give us a little bit of a nudge, probably a lag nudge, and that's just really going to mess up our line through the first chicane. You'll just see he pulls up basically a second on us. So it's one of those things when you got crappy internet like myself. But anyways, we'll skip ahead further along into the same lap. Coming down to Indianapolis now, you can see I'm starting to catch on the German. Coming to Indianapolis, just have to be smooth, run my lines, and not lose too much time. Just try and stay in the toe. Because once you're out of the toe at Le Mans, you are in no man's land and you will lose positions. Anyways, getting a good run out of the Indianapolis section, heading towards the Porsche curves now. You can see I'm really in the toe of the German and Mercedes, so you can see I'm really starting to catch up now. It's all about slipstream this race. You can see I'm really on the back now, so I'm going to let off early and just try and coast through the Porsche curves. He takes a shallow line, a defensive line, that really compromises himself and me. I nearly run into the back of him, but I don't do that. So he keeps his position, and we're going to the Porsche curve now. All about this exit here, trying not to get penalties. Myself and the Mercedes always get through there nice and clean. You know, you really don't want to have to do a dive bomb into the last chicane, but the German is going to cover it off. So I'm going to go to the racing line, brake a little bit earlier, and just follow him through and see what happens. Going to the curve here, you can see the German's going very aggressive, runs very wide there, and have a compromised run up to the main straight. So I go on the inside of him. Take the inside through the long right-hander. A little bit of a drag race here between Mercedes and the Corvette. Pretty much evenly balanced. Going to the right curve here, leaving each other enough space. He dips in behind me. I'm going to brake and cover the inside, which means I'm going to have quite a compromised run under the Donald Bridge, trying not to go too wide here. Now the Mercedes is on my butt, and I think it was very well planned by him. He's willing to take second position from me through these first couple of curves, just so that he has the run on me through the Mulsanne straight. Very clever. Anyways, going up to the Mulsanne now, cutting the curve as much as I dare. Now, I knew that the German would come back and attack me, so my plan was just to run my own line, let him go past, and follow him to the rest of the Mulsanne. But you can just see back there, he is not really interested in attacking me too much. He's willing to hang on to my slipstream until I cannot pass him. So very clever from him. Nothing I could do about it. He could have easily passed me there, but he's just going to wait it out. Going through the first chicane here, trying to get a good run. German on equal terms with myself. I cut quickly back to the inside, try and break some of the slipstream. But he's just going to dip to the inside and follow me and take some of my slipstream with him. So we are going down the second part of the Mulsanne now. He's going to hang out to the inside, not in my draft. He just wants to hang back there and wait for the right opportunity. He brakes very early, just so that he doesn't run into the back of me. So I like this kind of racing. This guy is very clean. and very clever about what he does. Anyways, going on to the third part of the Mulsanne now he is really start eyeballing me. Either into the hairpin or wait for Indianapolis. Follow me here. He could easily go for a move, but he's going to move out again as you see the guards to the racing line. So I'm going to move over, cover the inside, be defensive, hit my braking marker, and just take the corner as normal as possible. Anyways, heading down to Indianapolis. The German is a little bit scrappy through there, but wouldn't matter because he has my slipstream now. Now he decides he's going to make his move. Very clever, very patient. He's going to go to the inside here. I'm going to leave him the space. He's definitely going to try and stay in front of me through the twisty bits of the course, Indianapolis and the Porsche curve. So I concede the position here, dip in behind him, go back to the racing line, let off a bit early. I don't want to run into this guy. I don't want to ruin both of our races. So yeah, going in Indianapolis now. Just going to follow the German as best I can. Hopefully he makes a mistake and I can pass him, but it doesn't look likely. We both need a good run here and we both get it. So now I'm going to be right on his tail once again, going into the Porsche curves. So it was very well calculated by the German to wait and pass me just before the twisty bits. I'll learn that for future reference. Anyways, he goes to the inside to cover it once again. I go to the ideal racing line. They're quite slow again. That's because he took the compromise line, but what can he do? Anyways, trying to hit my markers, going through the Porsche curves, shifting down to fourth, trying to keep it tight, understeering just a little bit. Anyways, keeping it tight. Now the exit of the Porsche curves, trying not to run wide and grab a penalty, but you can see I'm getting a very good run on the German here. Heading down towards the final two chicanes. I'm going to go to the racing line, let him out of the inside, and I'm going to brake a little bit early. I don't want to battle through here because we'll lose so much time to the group behind us. So I'm going to let him through and then try and follow him to the Mulsanne and maybe make a move over there. Anyways, on to lap 3 now, heading up towards the Dunlop Bridge. Follow the German best I can, try and stay behind him and maybe make a move on the Mulsanne. Anyways, going through the first chicane here. Yeah. I cut it a little bit too much apparently. Very frustrating to get a penalty like that. Really is going to ruin my entire race now. The German going through the curves here, he runs quite a bit wider. I get the opportunity to get past him. If only I didn't get that penalty, maybe this race could have ended differently, but I have a penalty and that's just the way that things are. Now the German behind me, he knows, like I got a second penalty, I'm going to lose a lot of time to him, so he's really not bothered in fighting me down the Mulsanne. He's really not bothered in dive bombing me or losing any time to guys behind us, so he's just going to cruise along. See, he pulls out of the slipstream very early. He's just going to slow himself down, try and follow me through as I run wide to the first chicane, pushing a little bit too hard on the accelerator. He's right on my arse now, and yeah, I was pretty much gifted the position back to the German. Skipping ahead to the end of the race here, I didn't manage to catch the German. He was very consistent. The Corvette and the Mercedes seemed to be very evenly managed, and I was out of slipstream, so I couldn't catch him. And the person behind me was way out of my slipstream, so they couldn't catch me. So I was just in this bubble of myself and the German running pretty much the same lap times. So in the end, I wasn't able to catch him, but yeah, very fun race in the end. Nice 2-lap battle with the German over Le Mans. Very, very good racer, very clean. Look forward to racing him in the future. Yeah, it's going to the advantage game, yeah, pushing as much as I can, trying to make up some time or something. Anyways, yeah, congratulations to the German. He deserved that victory. Very clean racer, very smart racer. More than anything, that guy he was on top of it and he knew what he was doing, which showed that I didn't do my practice this week because I'm an idiot. But not taking away from his victory, he deserved it and he raced very, very well. Congratulations to Mr. Shakewell. yeah, it's another second. So 2 seconds for my Nations and my Manufacturers Cup. Ricky Bobby would be very, very disappointed in me, but it's the best that I could manage. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like or subscribe for more racing content. Yeah, more content tomorrow. Cheers.